The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Tama is drawing away, and Tama with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
Il Miracolo now in command.
Let's Go Racing is proudly brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Danny Gibson here with Dick Girardi. We're in our Parks Racing studio. We have top races from coast to coast, and we're going to make you some money later in the show with our Parks picks. Thrilling finishes from around the country, including the Grade 2 Lucas Classic. And you're going to meet one of our local trainers, George Diaz. He's hands-on. He's training here at Parks, and he's thriving, winning races, doing well. And it was a great week here at Parks.
Yeah, it's always a great week here at Parks Day, and it can't quite be as good as the week before when we had the Pennsylvania Derby, but it's still September and now we're into October. The weather is good and we got some good days coming up. We got Hall of Fame Day coming up, the Palezzi, so still some stuff to look forward to.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to that Breeders' Cup. We're going to talk about that later in the show, but let's get to our local race of the week. It's a lot of things to unpack here. It's Monday's 9th race, and allowance optional claiming $35,000 is the tag if you're in for the claim tag, 6.5 furlongs. $40,000 post, and post time was my pick, Rob the Rich.
Yeah, 9 to 5. I mean, just look on paper, Danny, and I liked your pick. Looks like a lot of speed in front of Rob the Rich, and here comes Rob the Rich. That's how it's supposed to play out. We'll see how it actually plays out.
Kate DeMassey's homebred Tough Constitution the Gray is our second choice.
Yeah, that was my pick. My only issue there was this horse going to be able to get loose on a lead? What kind of pressure was he going to have to take?
Here's the call of the local race of the week.
Tough Constitution puts his nose in front. Talented Man to the outside. The gray Tough Constitution and the white blinkers, a narrow advantage through an opening quarter, 21-4. Moving a little bit closer, a Dangerous Guy. He's just about 2.5, 3 lengths off the front-running Tough Constitution. Then it's back to powerfully built Iconic Legacy. Rob the Rich beginning to get in gear, and Gebert way at the back. Tough Constitution, Talented Man, a persistent presence to his outside. He now puts his neck in front. He is eager to go, tugging on the reins. Rob the Rich uncorked under Michael Sanchez, and he is making up ground with every stride. The half, 45-1, less than a quarter mile left to go. Talented Man, Tough Constitution, hanging tough. Talented Man just a bit better at the top of the stretch. Now he's going to have to brace for the challenge of Rob the Rich, who is flying late. Talented Man, Rob the Rich gaining with every stride. Talented Man, game on the lead. Rob the Rich is closing. Talented Man trying to hang tough here. The Pennsylvania bred has the 16th left to go. Talented Man fending off Rob the Rich, and Talented Man gets the job done. Rob the Rich second.
We're going to see Talented Man cross the finish line first, but that wasn't the winner. My pick was the winner, Rob the Rich. What happens here, Talented Man is disqualified all the way to last because coming out of the gate, Andy Hernandez grabs that left rein, pulls him over, making Gebert clip heels. Horse was fine, stayed up, but wow, there was a lot going on there.
Yeah, unfortunate for Talent Man Mike Moore and the connections, because he was clearly the best horse in the race. There wasn't any argument about that, but that was the steward's decision, and Danny gets a win.
I do get a win, and I did talk to Mike Moore. He is the owner, the breeder, the trainer of this horse. Obviously, it's a big financial loss, but it is part of horse racing, and you know, these jockeys make split-second decisions, and that was the decision Andy made.
Yeah, again, the stewards made their decision. Everybody knows how I feel about all this. I would eliminate all disqualifications, but that ain't happening anytime soon.
Well, a very exciting local race of the week for sure. Rob the Rich gets the win. We're going to head to our first break, but you don't want to go anywhere because we have trainer George Diaz coming up and Cody's Wish, the fan favorite, coming back in the Bossburg.
Bit of a hesitant start there for number 6, Cody's Wish, who will be the early trailer.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss comedian Nicole Byer on November 9th, plus funny man Howie Mandel on Friday, November 17th. This powerhouse and legendary performer will light up the stage at the Excite Center. Parks Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
The question a lot of people are asking themselves these days is, do I buy new or do I buy pre-owned? Here's what I'll tell you. New car inventories are still low and new car prices are still high. However, with the certified pre-owned Nissan at Chapman Nissan, we have a huge selection and you can save thousands over new. Plus a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, roadside assistance, 1-year prepaid maintenance, and so much more. And not for nothing. Can you really tell the difference? I can't.
For years, the Wager Warrior has protected our tracks. Now he's on a mission to help his fellow warriors win big. Let's see how it's going.
Boats Rockin has been having a good run. He's definitely gonna show. Should I risk it on the win?
Hey you, over here. No, down here. Check out the past performances. I've sent them to your email. I was just trying to help. Go to penhorseracing.com/wagerwarriors to get your past performances today.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, George Diaz is a local trainer here at Parks Racing. He came here from his country, Mexico, started in Delaware Park, working under big trainers like Mike Pino with his brothers, and really just learning all about horses. And he's very hands-on. He gets on his horses. He's very active in his barn, helping, working teamwork with his guys and gals that he works with. And he's mostly a claiming trainer, so he's not going to the sales at this point. He's not breeding horses, but that's a big part of our business.
Well, that is the game. I mean, really, a track like Parks, and most tracks around the country, Danny, there's more claiming races than anything else. And what's a claiming race? Basically, it's, hey, you decide, let's say the horse is in for $10,000. Do you as an owner and trainer want to buy this horse from another trainer? And if you're a claiming trainer, do you want to potentially sell the horse? Because once the horse is claimed, you own the horse. That's how the game works. And for a guy like, at this point, that's where you get, Bobby Franco got to start there. Turned out to be pretty good all the way to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, meet George Diaz. Here with George Diaz. And George, a lot of people might not know you, so tell us where you're from and how you got into horse racing.
Okay, I'm from Mexico. I came here like I said before, like in 2008, and I got my trainer license in 2014, but I haven't trained horses like full time until 2018 when I got here. Then after that we started doing like okay.
So yeah, you've been here at Park since 2018. What made you even want to get into horse racing?
I mean, actually, all my family, they, like, nobody worked with horses. So I was the first one that came here with my brothers, and then we started doing this, and we like this, and now I like them.
So you're a very hands-on trainer. You get on your own horses. You're, active in the claim box. You help pick them out. You live, eat, and breathe this. What is it that you love so much about being so hands-on?
I mean, everything. I like to ride them, and I always help the grooms, and we work together. You know what I mean? I help them clean the stalls, walk them. I ride some of my horses, and I use some of the jockeys. So everything. It's all about horses.
Yeah, and you guys do a lot together. When you first get a horse, you like to get on it yourself and kind of figure it out?
Yeah, after we claim a horse, I always ride them the first 2 days maybe to see how they feel. And then I put the other kids on them and the jockeys and everybody, you know what I mean? Just like to get on them first to see if they are fine or if we have to do something now,
Yeah, get them in a routine. What made you come here to Parks?
I think because, Park never closed for the winter, and I don't like to keep moving back and forth. When I was in Delaware, I had to send the horse to the farm for the winter and then come back to Delaware and ride here. So we train the whole year.
Well, it's great getting to talk to George Diaz, see him at his barn getting on horses, and he actually won a race this week. And for him, obviously the big dream is to have the big horses one day, but for this is okay for him right now.
Any win is a good win right now.
Absolutely. Well, let's get into our national races, and we're going to start with the big favorite, Cody's Wish, going for the Grade 2 Vosburg. It's a $250,000 purse at the Belmont at the Big A meet. 7 furlongs is the distance, and we talked about the favorite, Cody's Wish, for Belmont.
Yeah, so winning you're in for the Breeders' Cup Sprint, but Cody's Wish ain't going for the Breeders' Cup Sprint. He's 1-10 in here. He's going for the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. The Whitney was just too far last time. They got him right back where he was winning all those races around one turn.
Yeah, and our second choice, Chad Brown, sends out Creative, a son by Practical Joke. He's a big fan of Practical Joke.
He is indeed, and this is a very talented horse, and watch how well he runs against the champ.
Here's the call to Vosburg.
and Accretive is the leader, 3/4 of a length. Great Navigator, Sheriff Bianco, and Cody's Wish, who is now up to 4th, but just a length off the lead. The quarter went in 23 and 1/5 seconds. So it is Accretive who maintains the lead here. Cody's Wish has now moved into 2nd. Great Navigators down at the rail and in 3rd. Then Sheriff Bianco, Cowan, and High Oak is at the back. The field races midway on the turn with Accretive by a half length over the big favorite Cody's Wish. Great Navigator in behind and racing in 3rd. Then Cowan in the red blinkers. And in between horses is Sheriff Bianco, who's making up some ground. The half mile in 46 seconds. They come off the turn and enter the stretch. And here is Cody's Wish up to challenge Accretive for the lead. Great Navigator is down at the rail. It's 3 of them across. It's Cody's Wish and a very tough Accretive who continues to battle on as they hit the 16th pole. Cody's Wish now edges clear. And Cody's Wish back to sprinting, back to winning today in the Vosburg.
And Cody's Wish gets up for the win. It was a slow start there for him. He didn't break very sharply from the gate, but Junior Alvarado said he was the best horse in the race.
Yeah, there wasn't any doubt about that, Dan. He was 1 to 10 for a reason, and it was a little closer than maybe you thought, but I thought Accretive ran really well. Cody's Wish's 6-race winning streak was broken when they tried to go 2 turns in a Whitney. That didn't work, but clearly going for the dirt mile. They go to Santa Anita. Bill Knight had a great Breeders' Cup at Keeneland last year. See if he can have another good one this year in California.
Well, everybody's been on the ride with Cody Dorman and his family, so it's always a good day when Cody's Wish wins. Let's head to the Woodward. This is also at Belmont at Aqueduct. This is a grade 2. Mile and 8, this is a distance race. $400,000 is the purse. And Zandon is our favorite.
Yeah, Zandon's 2nd in the 2022 Pennsylvania Derby to Taba. And you look at this horse's lines. He hasn't won since the Bluegrass of his 3-year-old season, but behind White Barrio, behind Cody's Wish, Repo Rocks, Mind Control, Taba, Epicenter. He's running against all the best horses.
He certainly is. And Tyson is our second choice. Josie Carroll, a name we don't hear as much here on the show, but a good trainer. Javier Castellano has the mount.
Yeah, Josie's one of the best up at Woodbine in Canada.
Here's the call of the Woodward Stakes.
Pipeline, the leader. Film Star is next in 2nd. And then comes Law Professor. Down at the rail is Charge It. On the outside is Tyson the Gray. Zandon is now settled down, racing in 6th, followed by Costa Terra in 7th, and trailing the field at the back of the pack. Way back is O'Connor. Quarter went in 23 and 2, the half mile in 46 and 3/5 seconds. So it is a Pipeline, the leader here by a length and a quarter, with Film Star 2nd by a length and a quarter. And then it's the duo of Law Professor and Charge It. They're right together, 3rd and 4th. Tyson in the clear on the outside, runs in 5th. Then comes Zandon in the 6th, who's being asked for more now as the field races midway on the turn. It's Pipeline and Film Star. Now the 2 of them are right together. They've got 2 lengths on Law Professor in 3rd. Charge It down at the rail, runs in 4th. Tyson being asked for more. Zandon is alongside and will need some racing room as they hit the top of the stretch. 3/4 in 10 and 2. It is Film Star who has come away with the lead. Law Professor, Zandon on the outside with Tyson. Charge It looking for a way through. Zandon is now kicking in. Here comes Zandon on the outside, and Zandon has taken the lead in deep stretch. And Zandon is going to get his grade 2 victory here in the Woodward as he pulls away at the end. Zandon by 4.5 lengths.
And Zandon gets his graded stakes victory. What a nice horse, and Flavian Pratt really rode him perfectly.
Look, this horse has won a lot of money by running 2nd and 3rd and occasionally winning, and this was a big win. He'll go on to the Breeders' Cup Classic. Now, he was 2nd in the Whitney to White Barrio. White Barrio went right from that race to California. They're training him right up to the race. Do not forget White Barrio with Dick Dudrow. Different horse than we saw last year at this time. Look out in the Breeders' Cup.
Yeah, we're going to see Zandon in the Breeders' Cup as well. It's going to be a good race. Looking forward towards that, the Breeders' Cup Classic. Let's head out to California because that's where the Breeders' Cup is. We're going to Santa Anita for the Grade 1. Awesome again, a mile and an 1/8. $300,000 is the purse. And Doug O'Neill, our buddy, has the post-time favorite with Slow Down Andy.
I was a little surprised Slow Down Andy was favored because it's been a long time since he had won, but he was really good when he was 3rd behind the good 3-year-olds Arabian Night and Go Rocket Ride in the Pacific Classic. That's why he's favored.
And this year's Preakness winner is our 2nd choice favorite, National Treasure.
Yeah, I didn't like National Treasure a little bit. I thought he was very fortunate to win what I thought was the worst Preakness of modern history.
Have an opinion, Dick. Here's the call, the Awesome again.
Slow Down Andy gets an easy lead of a length and a half. Celestial Moon is in second, Defunded at the rail in third, National Treasure 3.5 off the pace in fourth, and Stiletto Boy 3 deep. Another 2 back to Paroli, who's followed by Bye Bobby, a gap of 4 to Senor Buscador, and Skinner continues to trail. Down the backstretch in the Awesome again. And it's Mario Gutierrez and Slow Down Andy cruising along in hand by 2. Celestial Moon is in second, Defunded, the Preakness winner, National Treasure, trying to make his bid now at the yellow cap. Now moving up on the outside to take second, heading to the far turn. Stiletto Boy is fifth, 4 lengths off the lead. Paroli is called on at this stage. It's another 3 lengths back. At the rail, Bye Bobby is losing some ground. Senor Buscador and Skinner. They have a 1/4 mile to go. Slow Down Andy, Defunded, and National Treasure well clear of the rest. And Slow Down Andy digs in, has a 2-length lead. Now it's 3 with a furlong left to go. Defunded is trying to get to him in second. Then National Treasure, Senor Buscador in the middle of the racetrack. Slow Down Andy by 2 over Defunded. It pays to be Calbred. Slow Down Andy.
And Slow Down Andy did just that. He slowed him down on the front end, wins with a controlled pace, and it looked like they had some rain out there. It looked like a sealed track.
No, they did. They did rain right before the card started on Saturday. Not for long, but just enough to make it a little sloppy and sealed, as you said. Slow Down Andy caught a flyer. I mean, he was just loose. It really was over at that point. Defunded, I thought, ran well to be second. But we've seen this combination before, right? Mario Gutierrez, Redham Racing, and Doug O'Neill. They win a lot of races in a lot of places, including a couple of derbies.
Absolutely. Love those purple and white silks. Well, let's go to Churchill Downs. It's the Grade 2 Lucas Classic. $500,000 on the line, going a mile and 1/8. And Rattle and Roll, one of my favorites, is the post-time favorite.
Yeah, 6-5. Most recently, not one of his better races up at Saratoga, the Jackie Gold Cup, but when he comes back to Kentucky, he almost always fires.
And Tyler Gaffleone, the king of Churchill Downs, is going to ride our second choice, American Revolution, for top pledger.
On his good days, American Revolution is really good. Is this going to be one of them?
Here's the call of the Lucas Classic.
5-Star General over to the inside, showing the way. American Revolution drifting a bit wide, but is second. Trademark hard hold toward the inside, third. 4 lengths back to Wayland Springs, who comes out in fourth. Another 3 from there to Blue Devil in fifth. 2 more back. Rattle and Roll is out in sixth and is already 8 lengths off the lead. Right alongside him is Clapton, and it's a massive margin back to Happy American, who is 15 lengths behind on the backstretch run because the pace is intense. 23 seconds flat for the opening quarter. 5-Star General setting a fast pace down the backstretch run, and American Revolution is right up and on this pace. They're 1-2 with 4 furlongs to go. Trademark has been keyed up in third throughout, angles to the outside for the far turn. Wayland Springs is getting closer from fourth. Blue Devils racing in fifth. Clapton is now 6. Rattle and Rolls under pressure down inside 7th. 5 lengths behind as they round the far turn. American Revolution grabs the lead right outside the quarter pole. 5-Star General's given way. Trademark is now second. Clapton comes on from the outside. Blue Devil cut the corner. Wayland Springs and Rattle and Roll, they're off the turn. Trademark strikes the lead. It's Trademark in front, but Clapton is coming on strongly, and Blue Devil's coming up the rail. 1 furlong to go. Trademark digs in. Clapton surges. Blue Devil fights on. It's still Trademark in front. Clapton, final try. Here comes Clapton coming after Trademark. Clapton got there.
Well, what a finish in the Lucas Classic. Clapton getting the win, kind of swung wide. Trainer Chad Summers, he's based in New York. We see him here at Park sometimes.
Haven't heard his name in a while. He's had some really good horses, win some big races. But yeah, Clapton out of nowhere. I will say this about the Lucas Classic. I wouldn't be too concerned about any of these horses in the Breeders' Cup. I don't know if any of them are coming, but if they are, they ain't winning.
Agreed. We're going to head to another break, but you don't want to go anywhere. We have our jockey and trainer of the week and the best of the rest all coming up on the other side.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss country superstar and 14-time Grammy Award winner Martina McBride on Saturday, December 16, as she brings her Joy of Christmas tour to the stage of the Excite Center inside Parks Casino. Parks Casino, this is how you win. Tickets Tickets on sale now.
Racehorses are pampered.
Treated with care and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
And they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
Who proudly earn our living.
In Pennsylvania's horse racing,
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
but it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs and billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
PA Bred, I think we've built a brand at this point.
The state of Pennsylvania has the best breeders program in the entire United States.
Angel of Empire wins the Arkansas Derby and wins it clear.
Caravel in the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint.
Pennsylvania and the PHBA have the best state-bred program in the country, bar none. The best Breeders' Awards and Stallion Awards in the country.
Well, hey guys, we're back on Let's Go Racing, and we're going to view our Jockey and Trainer of the Week, brought to you by Turning for Home. Jockey of the Week was Eclipse Award-winning jockey Luis Ocasio. He had a stellar week with multiple wins. And our Trainer of the Week is the accomplished Mike Pino, and I love talking racehorse stories with Mike Pino because he has a lot of them.
No, he's got some stories. He's good buddies with our buddy Mark Reed, who's the greatest racetrack storyteller of all, and some of that has come off on Mike too. And this is, of course, the year Mike got his 2000th win.
Congratulations, Mike and Luis Ocasio. Let's get to the best of the rest, and we're going to take a look back at Monday's 8th race. This is Fillies and Mares sprinting 6.5 furlongs, and it looks like the heavy favorite Florida Sombra is going to have it all her own way, but Dream Concert's going to challenge her.
Yeah, it looks like she really couldn't lose. I mean, she's 1-5, she's the 2, she's coming up on the outside of Dream Concert. You figure she's going by. Never could do it. Dream Concert kept running, came again, holds on at the wire for a half a length win for Kathleen O'Connell.
Yeah, really nice filly there by Jess's Dream with Hyro Rendon, and we're going to be talking about this jockey a little later in the show. Let's go to Santa Anita. It's the Santa Anita Sprint Championship, $200,000, sprinting 6 furlongs, and lots of famous horses in here.
Yeah, Dr. Schivel is in here. He's your 9-5 favorite. He's the 2. He's been battling the whole way with Speedboat Beach, who ran an unbelievable races. Only other time on dirt, the 8 for Bob Baffert off the layoff, and these two are going to go right to the wire. Dr. Schivel gets his nose down, and just barely.
And Dr. Schivel, back-to-back winners in this very race, so he owns this race out there.
Yeah, I would think he's going to go, and probably Speedboat Beach as well in the Breeders' Cup Sprint.
Yeah, should be interesting and definitely going to be speedy, that's for sure. Let's go back to Churchill Downs, and one of my favorite races, the Grade 3 ACAC. I just like to say it. It's a one-turn mile, $400,000, and Zozos out on the lead, being pushed by Caddo River the whole time.
Yeah, loose on the lead. Zozos, reasonable fractions, and is going to hold on to win this by a length. And Danny, it's way before your time, but ACAC was a great horse back in the day.
I think we got to get that name back. It's probably reserved and you can't use it again.
No, that is not one you're getting to use again. He was a multiple-year champion. He was one of the greats.
I just love it. Well, it's time for Ion Racing and a lot of big racing around the country, but all of Parks will be rooting in the Frizette Stakes. This is it, Belmont at Aqueduct, and Irish Maxima is going to try to take it on. 2-year-old filly trained by John Service. Hyro Rendon will get them out. And I mean, yeah, she's by Maximus Mischief. She is flawless, 2 for 2 so far.
And if she wins, John is seriously thinking about taking her to California, and maybe she could do what Jay Walk did a few years ago at Churchill Downs, win that Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies.
Like you said, she has to win, they said, to consider that big trip out west, but we're all rooting for her, and we think she's very capable. Keeneland's back open.
Yeah, we love Keeneland. We love Keeneland in spring and Keeneland in the fall.
Yeah, lots of big races around the country. Check them out. I'll be celebrating my big birthday down the shore, but I will be betting on my Parks group.
There you go. You must be betting on your Parks mobile app.
Well, we're going to go to our final break, but we're going to make you some money. We got some news and notes when we come back.
The Excite Center at Parks Casino, the region's hottest live entertainment venue. Check out your favorite concerts, comedy, boxing, MMA, all at the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Don't miss the mind-blowing magic and illusions of the one and only Michael Carbonaro on Friday, December 15th. This legendary performer will light up the stage at the Excite Center inside Parks Casino. Parks Casino, this is how you win. This is how you win. Tickets on sale now.
The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Did you know absolutely no taxpayer dollars support the Pennsylvania horse racing industry? In fact, racing generates $1.6 billion that pays taxes, creates jobs, and more, right here in Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, this is Parks Picks, and we're going to take a look at Monday's 9th race. It's an optional claiming $25,000, $34,000 purse, a mile and 70 yards. Some really nice horses. My girl, Bossy Kate's going to run in the race before, so I'll be all nervous.
You'll be live in the double, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Danny, this is such a cool race. 87 wins combined, and our man Ruby Blue is going for start number 98. Win number 24, and his breeder, our buddy Donnie Brown, now has Ruby Blue again. Not my pick in this race, but gotta love Ruby Blue. I'm going with Bodie's maker, the son of Bodie Meister from back in the day, ran second in the Derby, second in the Preakness for Bob Baffer. That was the year he ran second in all 3 Triple Crown races. And said, I saw him that night in a restaurant in Long Island, he says, I got the Triple Crown for second. And he came back a couple years and got 2 of them a couple years later. But yeah, I like this one. Good numbers, but a really, really hard race.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, I'll be rooting for Ruby Blue. Also not my pick. I'm going with the number 5 horse, Magnolia Midnight. Mercan Canamarcy. Him and his brother trained here for years. They went to New York. Nice horse, tough to claim off Linda Rice, but they did that with another horse that they're also running here. Sylvester Gonzalez is one of their main jockeys. He will be aboard this gelding. Look, I think the horse has good numbers, was running in really competitive races up in New York. I'm hoping gets a good trip and gets a win.
This is a really, really good race for a Monday here at Parks. A lot of really good horses.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Well, Dick, I always enjoy your stories, but I especially enjoyed this week's.
Yeah, this week's was about Aoife's Magic, the daughter of Smarty Jones. We saw here win the Imply on Pennsylvania Derby Day. Look, it's a great story for a lot of reasons. You can read it on letsgoracingparks.com this week, but it's great for David DiTolo to get a neat horse like this. They bought her for $16,000. Daughter of Smarty Jones. That's why it's such a cool deal. I talked to Pat Chapman. She's quoted the story. I talked to Rodney Eckenrode, who stands Smarty up at Equistar Farm up in Annville, up near Penn National. And it looks like she is going to run next at Penn National on November 22nd, which is the day before Thanksgiving. And it just happens to be, Danny, 20 years to the day when Smarty Jones won the Pennsylvania Nursery here at Parks by 15 lengths and announced himself to the world.
Well, really cool. And make sure you check out Dick's story, because there's a lot of things in there that helps lead to Aoife's Magic, getting her to the racetrack and everything that goes into it. Really great on letsgoracingparks.com and ptha.com. But we have another big day coming up here. It's October 17th. It's Hall of Fame Day. We're going to have 3 new inductions into our Hall of Fame and the MP Bellezzi Appreciation Mile. So we'll get some good horses running.
Yeah, no question. It's always, look, Mike's always appreciated. It's been a year since we lost him, and we'll remember him in the Bellezzi Mile.
Absolutely. Well, that wraps us up this week, but come check us out. We're here racing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Post time is still 12:40. Thanks for watching us this week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away, and Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derbies.